All right, guys, back with another video. So Jasmine Lane, if you don't know who she is, go check her out on YouTube. She has a great channel. Uh, she posted this post here. It says Pierre Poilievre goes nuclear on Trump and Trudeau. And I saw this little clip here, and I thought that Pierre said some really good things. So I just want to play this video, and we'll talk about it after like usual.
I like to speak first to our American friends. You are our friends. You are our neighbors. We share the longest undefended border in the history of the world. You buy our products, and we buy yours. You have a trade surplus with us when energy is excluded. And when it is included, the deal is even better for you because you buy our oil and our gas at massive price discounts. Not because we're nice Canadians, but because here at home we've made really dumb decisions to prevent us from exporting our energy to any other countries. But either way, Americans are better off with this friendship. We share a continent, we share the same risks and the same potential enemies from around the world. Those kinds of enemies can metastasize into real dangers and actual attacks, as you saw suddenly and unexpectedly on 9/11. It's good to have friends when those sorts of things happen. And let me ask my American friends this question. Even if you believe in tariffs, how is it possible to put a 25% tariff on Canada and only a 10% tariff on China?
Well, that's a good point.
In what strategic mindset does that make sense? If it's to do with fentanyl, the fentanyl is coming from China. It's killing our people too. We both have to do more to stop it, but we can do more when we do it together. Now, here at home, my message to the Liberal government: put aside partisan interests and recall Parliament.
Yes.
It is insane that in this great crisis, Parliament is shut down to deal with a crisis and a power struggle within the Liberal Party. Let's put aside partisan, political interests and recall Parliament. I like to...
Yeah, and I thought Pierre, especially at the end there, he made a great point. Like, we have this tariff, incoming trade war with the United States, and what are our politicians doing? Nothing. They're sitting at home because government is prorogued. And who did that? The Liberals. So, okay, now that we have this crisis, as Pierre Poilievre says, recall government so you can get to work. But they're not. You know why? Because they want the tariffs to happen. Anything that hurts Canadians is exactly what the Trudeau-led Liberals and Singh-led NDP wants. I bet they popped champagne bottles in their offices when they heard that Trump was officially dropping these tariffs, because they know it's going to destroy us. Not them. They're already rich. They're already safe. Jagmeet Singh's already going to get his pension. Tariffs, inflation, things like that doesn't hurt rich people because they can afford it. It hurts people who are already struggling. And that's what they've done for 10 years. They've done every single policy they've made hurts people that are already hurting, and it's getting worse and worse and worse. Immigration, affordability across the board, taxes, etc., etc., etc. Violent crime, everything's getting worse. And then, like Pierre said, it's like, why do you put a 10%, or to Trump, he says, well, why did you put a 10% tariff on China? That's a good point by him. And Trump, now that being said, they already have tariffs on China, and it's adding 10%, which I believe makes it higher than 25%. But still, that's where the fentanyl is coming from. But, what Pierre Poilievre is saying about this current government and the state of things, he's absolutely right. And a lot of people also don't want to talk about, Liberals, they don't want to talk about the fact that, they're so mad at these 25% tariffs, but they don't say a single word about the 20% increase on the carbon tax that we already have on April 1st. Who are the Liberals going to blame on that? Is that Trump's fault too? No, it's not. It's the government that those dummies voted for. And they're going to keep taxing us. Everything is like twice as expensive as it was 10 or 15 years ago. That's 100%. So let's get mad at Trump for 25% because we haven't done our jobs, but then vote for someone like Trudeau, who has caused 100% increase on housing. And they don't have a problem with that. Nope, no problem there. I have no problem paying $1,500, $1,600 for a 1-bedroom apartment that used to be $750, $800. Like, what? You're mad all of a sudden about taxes, and you're mad about how much everything is going to increase in terms of cost, but that's what this government has done. That's why we're in this mess in the first place, and that's why these tariffs will destroy our economy, because we're already hurting. Another 25% puts the nail in the coffin. It hurts them too, but Americans are better off financially than we are, generally speaking. Hurts us way more than it hurts them. And the reason that we're in this spot is because of these Trudeau Liberals and NDP or Singh-led NDPs. It's really insane that Liberals will say, well, hey, I'm really upset about everything being expensive, and now Trump's going to make it worse. Well, the Liberals are also continuing to make things worse. April 1st, guys, 20% increase on the carbon tax. Not to mention, I don't see the housing market dropping. Sometimes, food is going down a little bit. Like, inflation isn't quite as bad, but it's still worse now than it was with Stephen Harper. It's wild to me that everything is everybody's fault except the Liberals' fault. It's not their fault. It's not Trudeau's fault that Trudeau won't secure the border. Like, what are you talking about? It doesn't make any sense. But I'm going to stop this rant now just to be polite to you. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section. Please don't be shy. Please also don't forget to like and subscribe, as it really helps grow the channel. Thanks so much for watching. I'll be back shortly with a new video.